Hi Scorpio, and welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia, and today I am pulling energies and predictions for the month of October. Be sure to stick around till the end because I'm also doing a sneak peek into the first week of November. And as usual, I set the intention for these readings for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So don't worry Scorpio, if this reading isn't resonating with you, then check one of my other videos for your other placements. And with that Scorpio, we're going to jump straight in. We're going to do a Celtic cross. It is the best spread for an overview of the month. We'll then go into the pathway to see what challenges, triumphs you may face along the way and how you're going to cope with those. And then we'll go into the first week of November, just a little sneak peek, and then we'll finish off with some advice from the universe. And with that Scorpio, we're going to jump straight in, starting with your energy here. Let's have a look. Okay, Spirit, can you please show me Scorpio's October, please? Scorpio's October. October for Scorpio, please. And happy birthday for the month of October for those early Scorpios. Okay, right. Can you please show me Scorpio, please? Scorpio. Can you show me Scorpio, please? Scorpio. Scorpio. The moon. Those of you who have been here a little while know that, you know, I take a bit of issue with how much you throw that moon around, Scorpio. Try to lock me out. You're like, I'm not telling you how I'm doing. Oh, I'll find out, Scorpio. Honestly, you guys and that moon. Okay, right. And in the crossing energy, let's have a look. In the crossing, okay, we've got the Six of Swords. You're going somewhere. The Six of Swords is movement. Now, I see the physical movement, like literally moving somewhere or going on a trip. Also mental movement, which is going from chaotic thinking to calm thinking. That's now, that energy is kind of crossing your path at the moment. Not fully engaged, but it's there available for the taking if you want it. And it will kind of explain why you're in the moon. Something to do with the mind energy here. It's getting out of a mindset or something like that. Okay, some of you might be doing shadow work. Things like that, you know, reflecting. And then you're ready to like, oh, okay, I'm going to calm my mind down and move it in this direction. Okay, oh, okay, so on the exit, okay, oh, these are a few cards here on the exit. We've got the World, we've got the Three of Wands and the Magician in reverse. Okay, I'm not going to take all of them. I'm going to take the World, though. The World's the one that's kind of screaming out to me. But it's just a little extra explanation for me there. There's something here around being closed off, being out of touch with your own powers of manifestation or control over your own life. That's because your energy's been quite closed around an ending that happened in the not too recent past. Okay. Right, let's grab the rest of the cards then. So in your crowning energy, we've got the Page of Wands. That's you slowly opening up. Okay, that makes sense because you've been quite closed off. That makes sense. Supporting the reading in the hidden energies is the Ace of Swords. So that's like a clarity. Again, that is going to come from deep emotional and psychological work, which I think you have been doing there, Scorpio. And then in the focus is the Two of Swords. So it's almost like you've been in your emotions a little while. You now want to do something, but that requires you coming out of this almost like cocoon of an emotional state and actually going in more into mind energy to get something done. However, it's dealing with something that I don't know if you see it coming yet, or you're not sure what direction to go in. That sort of thing. Okay. Oh, the Fool. There's definitely a new path coming in for you. And Judgment. You've got to make a decision over a new path, whether to go left or right. Very much like that. Okay, right. Let's get some cards for the pathway. So starting off with your higher self and advice. The Page of Swords. Watch out. That's what Swords energy for you today, Scorpio. Oh, and in the energy that surrounds you and you may not be aware of it, the Tower. Don't panic. We're going to be cool, Scorpio. I'll talk you through it. Don't worry. You're in safe hands here at Esotera Tarot. And in the hopes and fears is the Seven of Wands. And then the outcome is a Chariot. Okay, well, you get on your way, Scorpio. We know that much. How you get on your way, the meandering path you take to get there, I'm not too sure. We're going to clarify and get into the deeps. Okay, can I please see the moon for Scorpio, please? Can you show me the moon? I'll see what's under your moon, Scorpio. I always do. Okay, can you show me the moon, please? The moon. The moon. Show me the moon, please, for Scorpio, the moon. the Ace of Cups. The World again, okay, and the Six of Pentacles. So you're trying to get in touch with your heart energy after an ending. So I imagine it's a heartbreak. You've been heartbroken, upset, hurt over something. Doesn't have to be romantic. It can be a loss of a friendship, loss of a job, loss of maybe you've had to forcibly be moved from your home into somewhere else, whatever's going on with you. Something to do with your material environment, you're imbalanced, you're trying to get balance back around the ending, trying to understand what this ending meant to you, both physically in the 3D and energetically in the 5D, and just getting back in touch with your heart space. You're trying, Scorpio, that's lovely. Right, for the Six of Swords, yeah, we've got the Three of Wands, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Devil. Oh, you've got to move on from something and you really don't want to, do you, Scorpio? You don't want to. By show of things, if someone was to look at you, so if I was to meet you right now, I would have no clue that you didn't want to move on from whatever it is. I think that you'd be like, yeah, you know, whatever. Yeah, it ended. It was fine. I'm just going to go about my day. I'm on to the next thing. But there is a sense of maybe you didn't fulfill whatever it was in the past. You'd pinned quite a hope on it that was not fulfilled. You're still kind of attached to that. So I don't think you're attached to the personal thing that ended. I think you're showing me an attachment, or at least an unhealthy attachment or distortion around your idea of what happiness is. Because you thought you found it there, but maybe it came in and it wasn't, and that's why you had to end it. Or maybe you trusted this person, place, or thing with you co-creating happiness together, and they just went. So you're like, okay, so how do I just have my happiness within me then? But you are really wanting to expand. You are expecting, almost looking at something, but it's associated with attachments and happiness. I'm not sure what you're looking at there, though, Scorpio. So I'm going to go into the World on the exit, see if we can get some more information on what happened here for you. Yeah, we've got the Queen of Wands, we've got the Ten of Wands, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever happened to you in the past there, Scorpio, kind of had to happen and went down the way it was supposed to go. You've closed off that cycle now. You're telling me it was difficult to close off that cycle? It seems like it was a long one, or at least an emotionally heavy one. But you've come out of it kind of glowing, though. You've got your glow up energy there with the Queen of Wands. It could also be something that you were very attracted to and was attracted to you in return. But with your Queen of Wands energy there, she's very much, she doesn't take any BS. So if it's you that closed it, you did it under Queen of Wands energy. It was just like, almost like quick, like pulling off a band-aid or plaster, depending on what side of the pond you're on. You were confident about it when you did, but you told me even though I was confident about it, it was hard. It was hard to end that. Or if you weren't the one that ended it, it was hard for you to keep that door closed. But you did it. You overcame it and you were like, no, you stood your ground, you stood in yourself. You're like, no, I'm not reopening that door. You've increased your sense of self-worth throughout this process, even though it has been painful and difficult. Okay, let's look at the crown. So you are slowly opening up towards something there, Scorpio. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Eight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Something you really like, but you're consciously trying. It's something that's quite good for you coming in. Fiery, driven, passionate, but it's unstable. I don't know whether or not it's that you cannot see that it's unstable, or that you know it's unstable, so you're trying not to let it in very much. You're only opening to it very slowly. You're hoping it does stabilise, though. Either way, you are partially closed off to whatever energy this is that's coming in. Okay, can I get the Ace of Swords there, please, in the hidden energy? And supporting the reading in the hidden energy. Okay, that one, Ace of Swords. Well, so this came up this way to me. Yeah, Eight of Wands, the Fool, and the Moon. Again, the Moon. That Moon. So the Moon. So this is you. This Moon is just you coming out of your kind of cocoon you've been in for a little while there, Scorpio. And it seems to you coming out of this cocoon coincides with some kind of message or communication. I don't know where from. Because I'm not really seeing any other energies. This is the first time another energy's presented itself on the table. But when it comes in, you're going to recognise it immediately as being significant because it's coming towards your Ace of Swords of clarity. But it's associated with something new. So it could be an invitation to go somewhere new. And you're like, yeah, do you know what? I'm coming out my shell now. It's like your coming out party, Scorpio. You're like, yeah, I'll do that. Or you come out first and, you know, start interacting with people, and then this communication comes in that then directs you in a new path. Okay, I'm going to look at that Two of Swords in the focus. That might shine some light on that. Can I get the Two of Swords in the focus? Two of Swords in the focus, please. The Queen of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's an opportunity coming in for you, Scorpio, somewhere in October here. Something to do with work or working on something or rebuilding something. You've got the Tower here in the energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware with it. So remember, Scorpio, this is kind of current to you, whereas this is future. So at the moment, this Tower moment is what you're dealing with over here, and you're trying to steady yourself out. I think that's prompted Moon energy. I don't want to speak too soon because we've not clarified the Tower yet, but usually that's how it goes with the energy, the way the cards want to lay themselves out to me. But you're seeing this communication come in as an opportunity under the Ace of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, it is coming from another energy. I don't know where from. I don't know if you know them. It is emerging from Moon energy, so for some of you who don't yet know them. And it gives you some kind of clarity, releases you from something here. It's almost like this pent up energy of like, you know yourself, you know where you're going, you know what you're doing, but you now need to execute that. And it almost like gets you out of that state. So it actually takes you from Swords, which is mostly mental energy. Queen of Swords is about thinking. So it's the King of Swords. It's thinking, it's mental energy. They're not really taking much action. The Swords couple are more about freeing yourself from negative attachments and things that don't serve you in the present or in the past. And then using that to discern if future energies are good for you or not. So you're kind of exercising that energy over this opportunity that comes in for you. But it does seem quite attractive, but you're not throwing yourself into it. And it's here as well. You're opening really, really slowly. You're being very, very careful with it, Scorpio. Good. So you should. Right, let's clarify the pathway and see what's going on there for you guys. Starting with the Page of Swords. Let's have a look at the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is quite defensive. He's not hugely defensive. He's not a Seven of Wands, which to be honest you have up there. I say the Seven of Wands, even though he's technically a lower suit, it's probably more defensive than the Page of Swords, because the Seven of Wands literally has like a stick going, get away from me. Whereas the Page of Swords, that energy is more like, get too close and I will swipe at you. And his sword's not that big. I don't think the Page of Swords would want to maim you. He just want to give you a little cut, like get away, like a cat. Get away. That's kind of what energy that you're in at the moment there. It's like you're almost, I was going to say, you're out looking for trouble. No, it doesn't mean looking for trouble that you want to cause it, but you're quite wary of anyone who's going to bring trouble to your doorstep, Scorpio. That's what I mean by that. Okay, right, the Page of Swords. Can we clarify the Page of Swords? What's up with him? What's he looking out for? He's trying to protect you, Scorpio, from something. Which is very sweet, really, isn't it? I think in that sense, I always think the Page of Swords is almost one of my favourite pages. It's very sweet. He's there to protect you from something that might harm you. He's like looking out over the horizon. He's the watch out. Okay, can I get the Page of Swords, please? The Four of Wands. Oh, two came out here. Page of Swords again. Eight of Wands again. And I'm being told to pull another one here. And the Star. Oh, I'm glad I pulled that extra one, Scorpio. Changes the tone entirely. They were like, you need another one on this one. Oh, okay. All right. So this is coming in towards you, Scorpio, that at least on the surface to you appears like the thing of your dreams. This is under the Star. At the very least, a helpful energy. At most, the person or place or thing of your dreams. It is tied to this communication that comes in that sparks off a new beginning for you. This could be a lover, it could be work. Just could be general or life opportunity. But again, you're very wary about it. That Page of Swords popped up again. He's like, but hang on a minute. But he's sitting between the Four of Wands. So this tells me that this thing approaches you, person or otherwise, and says, here's Scorpio. I want to cut you a deal. And you sit back and think about it, and you're like, it's like you're quite happy to go on a back and forth with this person about what it will look like, what it is that they want, what everyone's expecting to get out of it, but you delay making a decision. You delay committing, because right between the Four of Wands, which is actually the commitment that you're going to go do the thing or be with the person, that's the Four of Wands, is sitting between two pages of swords across two different decks. That shows me you're doing some real serious, like, almost like stalling them almost, on actually committing to them fully. Why? I don't know. It will be different for all of you. That's very interesting. I've never seen that, but someone's trying to offer you something like that you really want, but you're like, hang on a minute. Is this a trick? That's almost what you're looking out for there. Can I get the Tower, please? Can I get the Tower? The Tower, please. The Tower. The Tower. The Sun. I don't think I've ever had that. In the whole of my reading career, I don't think I've ever had the Sun clarifying the Tower, but it makes sense and it's extremely powerful. Okay, the King of Cups. Oh my God. And the Seven of Cups. Oh, Scorpio. Whatever's coming in for you is going to absolutely rock your world, my darlings. Nothing will be the same again. It's showing you a choice. You've got a choice. For some reason, the universe is very much like, please let Scorpio know that this is a choice. They have a choice. You don't have to take this. If you don't take it, it doesn't mean everything's going to fall apart either. It's just a opportunity. Under the King of Cups, which is currently matching your Cups energy here that you've been trying so hard to get in tune with. So Joe, you were trying to get in touch with your emotions there when you were in your cocoon period, which I'd say was about now, probably going on for the past couple of weeks, if not months. It aligns with the King of Cups, to bringing you this new cup via the star and this communication. And it's Sun, it's very clear. This is clarity, and it absolutely shakes your foundations. Now, the thing is with the Tower, it's got two meanings here. It's one meaning, but it's got two meanings. Now, people get scared when they see the Tower. No. See, if you're in a position where you are sad, for example, or you're not really enjoying life, you want a Tower. You want something to shake it up, you start again and build what you want from the rubble. And it seems to be that coming in. But I don't think you're taking it that way when it comes in, Scorpio. I think you're taking it in as a potential downfall of you. And it may be related to what happened here. For some reason, what happened in this around this closing here is related to this. And I don't think it's the same person, no. I think you're the common denominator in both situations. So it's like, how are you going to respond? Are you going to respond to it in the same way you did back here? Or are you going to respond to this in a new way? That's your Seven of Cups, your choice. So the choice is a double-layered, Scorpio. It's the choice to accept this thing or not, but then there's also what choices you make in how you react and interact with whoever, whatever's coming in for you there. All right, can I see the Seven of Wands there? This in your hopes and fears. It's like you're afraid of losing it, but you're afraid of also letting it in. That's why you've got double swords, page of swords down there as well. So you're like keeping it at the threshold. You don't want it to go, but you don't want it to fully come in yet either. You're like, I'm not ready for it to fully come in. But I don't want to lose it either. Okay, interesting. All right, can I get the Seven of Wands, please? The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands, please. The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands. The Four of Cups, the Emperor, the Nine of Pentacles. I'm getting from here, you're like, I'm good on my own. I'm good on my own. Which is great, and you are good on your own, Scorpio. I see you pushing this away. Even though it's super aligned to you. You're like, nah, can't deal with this right now. It's coming up under Emperor. It's a strong energy. It's aligned under the Four of Cups. Basically, it comes in peace. Completely. Nine of Pentacles. To support you, but you're like, nah. You're trying to protect your independence above all else here, which I don't blame you for that. Regardless of good or bad energies, you want to maintain your independence. I understand that, Scorpio. Right, can I please clarify the Chariot, please? Can I clarify the Chariot? The Two of Pentacles. The Hermit. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, you just kind of move forward by yourself here. I mean, we've got the Two of Pentacles. It's like you wobble a little bit. But you maintain your balance, you get back on your Chariot, and you just keep going forwards. Because we've got the Hermit here. That's you staying within. But then you've got this Knight of Wands, which is passion. Passion, drive. You're really trying to stay aligned with yourself. Any energies coming at you that might seem either volatile, temporary, inconsistent. You're like, no. You need very solid energies around you at the moment. And you're not settling for anything less. So I don't know what this person does or says. They mean well, but you're like, I don't think this is going to work. At least not at this time. Okay. I'm going to jump into the first week of November there for you, Scorpio, and see what's going on there. Can I see the first week of November for Scorpio, please? Oh, sorry, Scorpio. Nice shuffling today. Right, can I get the first week of November? I mean, I know they say a poor worker blames their tools, but in my defense, these cards are very slippery. I just want to do one more. I'm called to do one more, okay? Whoop. Okay, no, not one more. Oh, I don't know. I've got to get the deck back in order. Right, first week of November for Scorpio, please. The first week of November for Scorpio. The first week of November. The first week of November, please. The first week of November. The King of Pentacles. Nice. The Nine of Cups. Brilliant. The Four of Cups. Okay. Whoever, whatever this is you are saying no to is kind of persistent, but they're not doing it in like a bad way. It's almost like the opportunity comes back around again in November time, first week, if not first half, for you to reconsider if you so wish. Now, the cups remaining in the air because I think half of you will go, no, thank you. The other half of you might reconsider. You might be like, okay, I've enough time. I think I'll be fine with it. Either way, it's very stable. It's also telling me that you're also very stable. You're on your route to happiness. This person, thing, place really wants to contribute, but it's like you can't see it. You're just staying away. But it comes around again. So it's at least twice this comes around for you in the next 6 to 8 weeks. To present you some kind of opportunity that's something to do with your stability and happiness. But you are very guarded. You are just like, doing my own thing over here. Thank you. I don't need your happiness. I've got my own. Good for you, Scorpio. But this is a safe energy to go for. I don't know. Something like that. Right, I'm going to get some universal advice. Look, we've got the pole star underneath the deck. And I love this card because the pole star also has the Fool in it. So this is the star card in traditional Rider-Waite. But it also has a Fool in it. I'll get right in there, Scorpio. Yeah, can you see him? There. On his path towards his North Star. That's in your hidden energy that you cannot see. Hang on, let me just shuffle these properly, shall I? Okay, can we get some higher advice, please, from universe? Some advice for Scorpios? Oh, some advice for Scorpio. Sorry, Scorpio. Another poor shuffle. Oh, I've got to get my shuffle game back in order, haven't I? All right. Oh, look. You see that? Look. There's the up close to the old boy or gal, because this Fool is quite homogenous. You're definitely on your way to a new path. We've got the Fool down there in the hidden energy as well. You've got Fool all over your hidden energy, Scorpio. And then we've got the Devil in the cup. But he's upside down. Releasing attachments. You'll show me an attachment here. I mean, what were we saying about that attachment? You're attached to the idea almost. No, you've got distortion over the idea of what happiness is. I don't think you quite know what your happiness is. And I think until you figure that out, you're probably not letting anyone in, really. But anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Let the universe have a word. Okay, universe, can you please show me Scorpio? Some higher advice for Scorpio, please. Some higher advice for our Scorpio. Some higher advice. Higher advice for Scorpios, please. One more shuffle for Scorpio. Thank you, nicely. We've got the 2 of arrows in reverse. Oh, in reverse. I'm going this way. Came out reversed. I'm taking it reversed. 5 of arrows. Yeah. 9 of vessels. Okay, you're going a long way around then, Scorpio. That's fine. The universe is like, it's not what you think, Scorpio. It's not what you think. So it's pointing here to this 2 of swords that we had in your focus earlier on. Some of you might be pinning a little bit too much weight on whatever this energy is. On it's bad. I know it's bad. It's going to be bad because everything that happens is bad to me. That kind of thing. It's like you're not looking. You're not sensing what this is, where it is, that kind of thing. So 2 of arrows is now in reversed. Now this is injustice in the wildwood, which upright means yes, 2 of swords, but it also means something's coming in that's going to rebalance the scales. It's trying to, but it's in reversed. And then you've got the 5 of arrows. So while this is reversed, it's causing like at least an emotional conflict, frustration, almost like I keep missing the mark. Why do I keep misunderstanding things? Why am I not resonating with things? Am I misreading the universe? A little bit, Scorpio. But it's because of this devil attachment here. It's distorting. It's almost like you don't feel that happiness is even possible anymore. So why even trust anyone who says they can deliver it to you? It's like self-defeatist kind of thing. And I don't want you to think I'm picking on you, Scorpio. I'm not. I just want you to have, and the universe wants you to have all the abundance and love and everything you want in the world. And it's trying to deliver it to you like on a silver platter here. And you're like, no, thank you. Now, it doesn't have to be a person. It could just be an opportunity coming in or something. So it might not appear on the surface to be what it is, but it is. You just need to take a closer look at it. And maintain that patience that you were showing me earlier on. Down here, with that 3 of wands energy, taking a little bit of distance, trying to take out a broader perspective on everything. It's something you've been actively trying to do. But don't get so broad that you don't see anything at all. You know? Sometimes you can zoom out too far. You can't see anything. But you've got the 9 of cups, which means that regardless of you bringing this person in or not, or thing in or not, you do reach happiness eventually. Happiness is there for the taking, but for some reason you're not seeing it, and when you're not seeing it, you're getting frustrated thinking it's not there. But it is. It's going to come in kind of in a sneaky back door kind of way. It's not coming in through the front door, it's coming in through the back door. So I think that's something from your past, perhaps. If it's not directly something from your past, it's someone who at least reminds you or represents the past, or you try to not repeat a past mistake. It's linked, it keeps pointing back, it's linked to behaviour or something, or some kind of outcome, or something you did in the past, and your choices. It's very, very, very focused on your choices over the next month to 2 months. How you respond to energies coming into your life, the good one and the bad ones. So just be careful not to get too caught up in your head and misinterpret some things and accidentally miss out on all this lovely, glorious 9 of Cups energy that's coming your way. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up. It pushes the video further out into the algorithm and gets some more Scorpios in here and get the messages that they need. And with that, Scorpio, I'm going to love you and leave you. And until the next time, take care.